Listener, I just wish you could have been here about 5 minutes ago because Ryan finally got his redemption. Dad's fat ass broke one of his chairs. Now, he was double-decked, so the top layer protected him from falling over. Am I correct? Is that what happened? So you're on the chair now, the top layer. Over here in the corner, in the tiger cage, we have the broken chair. And this chair that I'm sitting in, this stool that I always sit in, it has we discovered this, the screws have come loose. So the cardboard and padded piece here, the round part that my ass is currently on, is not attached to the metal frame of this stool in any way.
And your legs don't work.
And my legs have been falling asleep a lot lately, which just says a lot about my circulation and my, just my poor health in general. But we're still going to try to do this out here.
We should try to get a doctor on the show. They call us the Breeze
Guys, episode 66. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it.
I think it's a big ploy by the furniture manufacturer. Go!
That is right, guys. Welcome to episode 66 of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Wow. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you actually like the page. What you got here, Ryan?
Yeah. They call
you're pointing to them?
Yeah,
Ryan.
You
gotta watch the YouTube show because Ryan's pointing to you individually right now.
Like the Pointer Brothers.
And he's saying, tell a friend. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, so tell your friends. And make sure you go to YouTube and actually subscribe to the Tiger Cage media page. And just having fun out here, episode 66. Yeah. In a good mood today.
Great.
Just
great.
We got Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing tonight.
Yeah, we do. We got
do.
the Bucs playing tonight. Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
We're representing two of the players, one from the past, one from the present.
I'm going to tell you right now, guys. Fair warning for the show. I have been up since about 6 a.m. and I probably didn't go to bed until
You've been waiting by your phone?
1 or 2 a.m. I've been waiting for an important call, and maybe we'll get into that later tonight. But either way, I lost some sleep, and then I had a very important appointment today too, and we might get into that. I don't know. Tonight can go a number of ways. I'm in this mood right now. I know this is weird, but every once in a while, we do this every Thursday. The clock doesn't stop on when we do this show.
No.
So I kind of got to be on Thursday nights. I got to, and sometimes things go on in my life and I want to talk about them. And sometimes I think I want to talk about it, and the guys have experienced this
You're just not ready yet.
The guys have experienced this plenty of times. I have things that are written on the whiteboard, and then at the very last minute, I just kind of sort of go, you know what? We'll save that till the end. Dad, you good over there? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I just realized.
Clip it.
Carry on.
He's fucking with the
clip it or take it.
The little clip.
No, it's easier if I have it up there.
Okay, so he took it off his shirt and he's clipped it onto the microphone.
No,
he don't want to be held down, and I understand that.
That's what happens when you leave a monkey alone in a chair with a pair of headphones for 5 minutes. I swear to God.
Hey, what that?
Guys,
they call us the Breeze. Yeah.
But yeah, so you never know what we're going to talk about, but I will give a Jesus, you're about ejected from this show already. What'd you drop? He's like, I just bend over. Get your vape.
Oh,
get your vape, dude. You gotta get your vape. We're not going to sit here for 15 minutes and not have your vape. All right, Dad's getting his vape. He's bending over. He has to take out his headphones to do that.
All right. Well, I was hearing about prison soap earlier.
Mike, welcome to episode 66 of They Call Us a Breeze. How are you doing tonight? You feeling good? I hope you feel limber because I have
had a lot of time to rest today.
Well, we do have celebrity birthdays per usual.
At work, I had a 30-minute break, 35-minute break, and a 40-minute break.
Yeah, we might get into that too. Again, things we might get into. God, we keep this audience
so many
in such suspense.
layers to this.
There's
like an onion. And
I love how our show teasers are basically we might talk about this.
Could talk about
we
that.
may talk about
for
this.
all of our hundreds and thousands of listeners.
Unless that doesn't count as a break.
We may talk about this. We may talk about that. We may.
What do you guys want to
hear? But we're at least going to do celebrity birthdays, and Mike is still only down 13 points because they tied last week. Only because Dad got the double bubble, so that gave him 3 points. That and a regular point. Ryan. Per capita, won more of the questions. So, They're still tied.
Tom Brady over here.
And then we have another edition of Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire tonight, so make sure you tune in for that. Lots of fun
God,
this
I love
evening.
that intro.
I got a
Let's
new
go,
jersey.
let's go.
I got to announce. I got to announce the
talk
fucking.
about this
I got to
jersey,
announce
man.
the elephant in the room, or the kicker in the room, the place kicker in the room. I made a joke to Mom. I was like, Ma, Christmas present, early Christmas present, whatever. I need a Ryan Succop jersey. All right, for those of you out there in listener land who is not familiar, Ryan Succop, he is our place kicker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I made this joke
And
specifically.
very solid.
Well, I made this
Very
joke specifically after Game 6 against the Steelers at Pittsburgh when he scored all of our 12 points. And I was just like, Ma, this is on my wish list for Christmas. And, jerseys with names on them are not inexpensive. You know what I mean? So, it's a little...
and a suck-up jersey.
And so I've been really stressed out lately with a lot that's going on in my life. And I come over here to the Tiger Cage and I bring my computer in. I've got my beer in the other hand. I walk in and draped over my microphone, courtesy of our co-producer, laying here is a brand new Ryan Succop jersey, and I am wearing that right now. So make sure you go to YouTube. It looks good on me. This is my first.
Great.
Ryan immediately goes, "When's the last time you had a football jersey?" And I was like, "Probably like age 6."
You feel it that well, man. I mean, and at any time, if you decide.
But I just thought it was a funny joke, and I posted on Facebook, and I was like, "This is on my Christmas wish list right now, just to try to get some laughs."
Well, Mom told me, she goes, Jeremy wants a Succop jersey. I was like, really? Why? I don't know.
Game 6, Steelers
he's
again.
Weird. Yeah, and she's like,
Well, now I'm like,
I'm going to get
fuck.
one. It's like, okay.
Well,
she
how about-
actually went and did it, so now I'm like, I want to go to like Ferg's
I
or
was
a
like-
bar.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to definitely rep it now. You need to go to a spot.
I need to go like during a Bucks
amongst the
game
sea.
somewhere and wear this shit.
But what if you just get gnarly good at just like kicks?
Well,
all of a sudden,
I was
like,
kind
you
of trying
wake
to
up
practice
and you
his,
just like,
I was trying to practice his mannerisms a little bit in the backyard earlier before the show while we were out there, just doing our pre-show and stuff. I think it's just you got to toe down while you.
You're gonna celebrate tonight so hard for your dude tonight.
back.
Oh yeah,
He should have a big game tonight because God, if you think about the way that game went last Sunday, oh my God!
I've never seen someone just root for a punter like
Christ,
dude. Like
it's gonna have a big game. It's gonna have a big game.
I've participated in our pool 6 times at work.
Bro,
How many suck-up jerseys are down at
the
first?
best? That's
Zero.
That's the entire
awesome,
best
dude.
part of this thing is
That
like
is so
I texted Mayo.
awesome.
I texted Mayo and I sent him a photo of me wearing the jersey because I knew he'd get a kick out of it.
Who?
This kid we work with, huge Tom Brady fan. He's from Maine. He moved down here, during the pandemic or whatever. Still follows Tom Brady. Bucks fan, has season
I think
tickets.
you talked about it
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yep.
So the kid. So I sent him the photo of me wearing the jersey, and he's like, "Oh shit, that's awesome." He's like, "You know what? Every jersey I have, I start watching their streak." He's like, "And your streak starts tonight." And I was like, "Yeah, against the Ravens, I'd say it probably will." You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna need him.
I was like, first thing I
hardcore.
said when I put the jersey, I walked right in, by the way, and I have a t-shirt on, obviously. Walked right in, just put it on. I was like, yep, let's wear this shit. We're wearing it for the show.
Did you see it as soon as you walked through the door?
I would have put it on for the game, but as soon as I walked in.
As soon as you walk through that door, do you look at your mic
Yeah,
first?
yeah. I just look
Do
at
you
my
really?
area.
Why?
Yeah, just to see where the stools
You don't
are
have
positioned.
anything there yet.
Well, it's just it's my area.
I just wanna
It's
make
my
sure.
cubicle, dude. It's my fucking cubicle. It's my workspace. So yeah, so I walk in, I see the jersey, and I'm like, oh shit, this is going on immediately. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of whatever. I like this fit, bro.
I like the feel, dude.
And,
you feeling out well?
And yeah, he's gonna have a big. And the first thing I said was he's gonna have a big game tonight.
Huge game
I mean,
tonight.
come on, Dad. Can we talk about the elephant in the room? The obvious. I mean, last game against the 1-5 Panthers, 3 to what was it? 21.
Atrocious.
I mean, I don't think I've ever watched.
Like,
I don't think I've ever
atrocious.
watched a game that terrible in my entire life. Like this
There-
is old.
we had it on
there-
at work.
Buck shit. This is Trent Dilfer offense. Fucking.
Error, for sure.
Yeah, they just weren't there. Like no one woke.
No,
I mean, they have a bunch of people
they
that are
were
out,
there.
but
Mike Evans was wide open at the 20-yard line. Although there was offensive
Now that
interference.
first drive, I thought if he would have dove,
first or second pass, he went downfield. Mike Evans.
Oh, that would have been
he
like
was
a
wide open
Yep.
on the
He
20-yard
bobbled the
line.
ball.
There wasn't a guy within 8 yards of him and between him and the goal line.
That was the first
and
quarter.
Frustrating to watch.
That was the third or fourth play of the game.
But hey, we got on the scoreboard once. And guess who did it?
Suck
your
up,
boy,
suck up,
Ryan
Succop.
Your boy.
Got us 3 points,
Yeah, and that was always scored.
So, it was just embarrassing
that
last week.
That would have been 7. That
and
would have changed the whole game.
The Ravens are a better team than the Panthers, so God only knows what's going to happen tonight. I think there's going to be like the paper, like the old school paper that they all run through, and Gronk's going to be leading the pack.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to bust out of the paper. And he's going to be like holding a Subway sandwich and wearing these shoes and holding this flag and USAA printed
Baltimore?
on it. I don't know if it's at Baltimore. I would. Well,
I would think.
I don't know.
I mean, we've been playing a lot.
Beautiful weather out here. I mean, if they were to have it here in Tampa, I think that's a great idea right now. We can check on that on the break.
Are you talking about the game?
Yeah, where's it at?
It's here.
Oh, it is here?
Raymond James.
Yeah, where were you at?
Kind of humid today. Kind of humid.
Well, I mean, right now, right before we came on the show, we were out there having our last meeting. We were having a cigarette, and it feels nice out there. I mean, you did have a little bit of rain. Did you get any rain around here this morning?
Here we are
talking. We're talking about the goddamn weather again.
Well, I mean, we have to.
Yeah, you got a little bit of rain around here this morning.
But this morning, at work,
sprinkling.
It kind of, I thought I heard rain on the roof or whatever, a little bit of a...
It sprinkled
down
over...
by it, which is only, 6 minutes from here?
Yeah.
And then when the sun came back out, it was humid, so...
Oh, yeah, well, all that rain was heated up.
By now, Maryland's probably used to pretty damn cool weather, and this might be warm to them tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, back to you, John, up at the booth. I think that was a great check-in with Mike
thank you very
at
much,
the
Ryan.
stadium. What else?
Speaking of checking in, I think we need to check our boy Kanye into the fucking hospital already. We need to get Ye up in that fucking... that padded room with that
what's
padded
he doing,
jack.
man?
Dude, he is off his fucking rails now,
So he sent out some tweets.
No, yeah, he said. Well, no, he did an interview. Okay, and in the interview, he said yes. Okay, let's
but
start
I don't
from
know exactly what he said.
Rewind. Yeah. So he sent out some very anti-Semitic tweets.
Right.
Which, for those of you who might not know what that means, I mean, we're just going to dumb it down for anybody.
The Jewish...
When you hate Jews,
yeah.
Basically. That's anti-Semitic. So he said some comments that were disparaging towards the Jews, and I say that lovingly and affectionately.
I didn't see any comments, but I've read that he has.
Everybody...
I just never clicked on it.
And I don't follow this normally, but now... Right, I mean... Right,
everybody's dropped them. I mean, every single big...
Adidas...
Big name, Adidas. There's some other big clothing brand. There's all this deal, but he pretty much wiped out he's lost.
So I saw that in an interview.
I hope he has a lot of money in the bank.
In a face-to-face interview, he was like, Adidas ain't gonna drop me. They can't drop me.
Oh,
blah blah blah. And he was just like, he's like, what are you gonna do? Like blah blah, and then Adidas immediately dropped him.
Oh yeah,
and then he tried to get a deal with Skechers after that, and they were like, "Nope."
Well, yeah. So he showed up to the headquarters of Skechers unannounced and demanded a meeting with the head of everything. They're like, "No, absolutely not." Yeah. Escorted him right out of their headquarters.
Get out of it. Get out of here. We're not going to be even caught talking to you. I did. So on my way up here, I take up 22nd Avenue. I saw him getting out of his Bentley. And walking into Pelt's shoes there, right by the Pinellas County Trail, right there by Tyrone Mall. I saw him walking into Pelt's shoes. Apparently, he's going to try to go in there and see. I don't know. I didn't stop and pull over for an autograph. I was late to the party, but I mean, just God,
you wouldn't want him on this podcast. He would probably just ramble on and take over.
How crazy do you have this guy's?
It's crazy how we just I don't know. He
literally has been known to say about. When people ask him about upcoming artists and talented people and things like that, and he goes, "Oh yeah, they're talented or whatever. They're no Kanye West." Using his own name in a third person. I mean, the guy thinks he's a god, and it's hilarious to me that.
Well, he's very good at marketing.
He's gone fucking crazy. He wore. Did you probably saw the article, Dad, where him and Kim Kardashian, which is his wife or whatever, they wore the White Lives Matter T-shirts. at some
but
event
I
recently
only
within
know
the past
his
2 weeks?
name, and I see him.
Well, he's a
on my
producer.
smart-
I mean, he has a rap career,
and I know
too.
he had a
Yeah.
rap career. That's how he started with his money, and then
Mm-hmm.
he got involved with the Kardashians.
Yep.
And I know he's a big name.
Yeah.
But I don't know where he derives his income from.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
And by the way, his legal
His
name
name-
now is Ye. It's not
And
Kanye
I
West
read
anymore.
that too, and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Prince did it.
That's psychosomatic, but
Prince went to a fucking symbol. He's
maybe
just like,
you need to
he's
go
like,
get a
this is-
doctor and get a prescription.
you can't
for
even
some-
say my name. You can only see my name. That's
Lord.
it.
I know, and it's like because
We got
he
it
was
here today.
he was like going to run for president or governor of California a couple years ago or some
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it's like
I believe it. Giving,
Yeah, he
giving
was
California.
going to. He threw his hat in the ring for running for office. Might even been I might run for the president the next time or something. That crazy, and it's like
I mean, he very much
he
will.
is
I would say in the next.
he can go way out there psychotic wise.
I mean, but we're just buckle in.
Hey,
let's,
it'll happen. I mean,
I'll tell you what. I'll make a promise out there to all the listeners out there in listener land. If any new developments come up that are noteworthy on Kanye West for the next following couple months,
let's just
I
go
will
ahead and
definitely bring
predict.
it up.
I just saw a study that came out, and it talked about.
We're gonna predict what's going to go wrong next.
It
with
talked
Kanye
about
West.
math across our nation, how it just severely dropped. Like
what?
with
A
COVID,
what?
math testing.
Well, I've heard the same thing
Oh,
about reading
math
scores.
scores?
I've
math
heard,
scores
I mean,
have just like went down 20%
I don't think- yeah,
across
no,
the nation
I don't think
within
it-
the
Well,
past
hell,
couple of
everybody
years.
knows
So
6
you
plus
know
6
what?
is
At the
13.
end of the day, we're just gonna vote. I think on who we really.
I don't
like.
think it has anything to do with.
And it's
I don't
gonna
think
be
it's specifically
Kanye
even
West
math.
in
I think it's
2035.
just. I think it's just in education in general. A lot of kids have fallen behind because of
COVID.
the whole COVID
Yeah.
and the whole mix-up and everything like that. I mean, and
That's
fuck,
true.
I mean,
But,
fuck,
I mean,
I could only
it's-
imagine how I would have handled that
But
if I
that
was
still
a parent.
doesn't. That
If
still
I was a parent-
doesn't. I mean, it still doesn't face the fact
if I
that
had
it
to deal
dropped
with that
20%.
with two kids and try to figure out how to come up with a lesson plan all of a sudden while I'm dealing with being out of work and trying to figure out how we're going to cover the bills and that would have been no dice.
You're
that
lucky you
virus
have
never
Ron
would've hit,
DeSantis.
man.
I didn't even have my cat.
He put the
back then.
kids back to school as quick as possible.
Now, you think Ron's going to run there in 2024?
Or what?
For presidency?
President?
Ask Charlie Crist.
Well, I think we saw
We'll
how
make
that
a deal
goes.
here. I'll slide in. and
We're not
we'll
going to get
pump you
poly
up.
charged here. Yeah. Make the deal. What was your deal?
I'll
So you
I'll
barely
slide.
watch
No,
it?
Charlie Crist. He'll slide in as senator, and then he'll just go ahead and just.
We could
bump
kind of
up,
pull you. We could make you look like him. You could kind of knock him off and play him. I'm not saying
Cut
knock
his
him
hair
off,
real short
but-
and make it white.
Well, no, because as long as
Schools
it stands.
is
well,
our
listen,
nation's
look
backbone.
at Ryan's hair right now. It's kind of fluffy. If we just shape it a little bit, we have the volume already. We shape it a little bit. We dye it white. We make sure his eyes are a little thicker, and we get him a little nice and black.
Spray him with a spray-on tape.
Yeah, like a little stencil. And I think you got it, dude. You got the height. You got the. But
I am your
welcome to team
I am
having
your governor.
Welcome to team having fun.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I hope y'all
That was
vote for
nice.
me in the next election. Guys, they call us The Breeze. This is episode 66. We're coming right back with Celebrity Birthdays, so don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
2023. Vote for me.
Dad?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, we'll see you guys.
Let's
Don't
go.
go anywhere.
Let's
See ya.
go.
Bye.
Dope as fuck.
Hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo
for coming
Sierra live from the Tiger Cage, episode 66.
Thanks for coming back.
Segment 2. Like I said, we're kind of 2-minute drilling this entire show. We're going to try to keep everything down to about
We got a
I
good
think
game to catch.
And like I said, every time we ever say we're going to hurry up, we end up taking longer. So I should just,
2-minute drill.
I should just
we
stop.
definitely can get off on a tangent.
But it is
The
episode
old-
66. It's time for celebrity birthdays. Dad is only down 13 points. He's been down 13 points for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I've had such a rough day
he's
that
been
I
down
think I can
harder,
make up
baby.
60% of that
I think
margin.
you can. I think karma's coming your way tonight, big guy.
It's
I
bound to,
smell
right?
it. Now, caveat to tonight, guys. all the birthdays for Thursday when we actually record this show. Now the show comes out on Monday, obviously,
Correct.
wherever you get your podcast drip. It'll be coming out on Halloween. Sorry, we don't have a lot of
Spooky.
Halloween
it's Halloween
content for you.
Monday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, we don't have a whole lot of Halloween content for you tonight. Actually, we have none for you, but
Who's our program director?
I know, right? We need to get on that. Either way, the birthdays sucked so bad for today, Thursday,
Okay.
the 27th, that I had to go with the Monday birthdays, which I never do this unless I'm in a huge pinch.
And it's a
literally
holiday special.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So our shout out to Halloween on this episode is that all the celebrity birthdays that I'm about to read are of Monday, Halloween.
Okay,
When
I
you
love
hear
this.
this show on your podcast, wherever you get your podcast.
Nice pivot.
Okay,
Swimmer.
so we're doing something a little different tonight. Dad, what do you say, man?
Go,
Feeling limber?
go, go.
All right, let's go, guys.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There is no birthday party here.
That is right. It is time. Celebrity birthdays, guys. Dad will go first, as usual. Actually, if we want to rotate it, Ryan should go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Well, let me hear the question first.
Okay.
And then
I'll
my-
defer.
and then
No,
may
how
I-
about we flip the coin?
Oh, and then I can Oh, no. He can go first. I'll go first.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you want?
We
You
should
want me to
start
go
rotate.
first?
We should start rotating it, and you went first
Well,
last
we
week.
we did for about
2 weeks.
17 weeks. No, actually, you did good.
No, I always picked you first. Ryan's going.
I'll go
is it-
So
tonight.
here's what
I'll
you
go
do.
first tonight.
Here's what you do: you put a dot up next to the R and a dot next to the D.
Ryan's going first tonight, and we'll rotate from here. All right. First birthday we have up for you. Avert your eyes, you pervert.
Cheater. That is
He's been a carrot. He's been a stapler. Not really, but South Park said he was. Rob Schneider. Happy birthday goes out to Rob Schneider. Good friend of Adam Sandler and all the Adam Sandler movies. Not
Deuce
all
Bigelow,
of them,
Male
but a
Gigolo.
lot of them. He's also the star of Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, as Ryan said. Yeah, Rob Schneider, man. How old is he today, Ryan?
I want to say he is 56.
Dad, what do you say?
I think, yeah, that's young. I'm going to go with 57 because I think he's 61.
I love how he always does it. He's like, I'm going to go with this number because I think it's this number. But I like your style anyway, and you're going to get the point because you went one over, and he's actually 59 today.
All
so
right.
Mike gets
All
the
right.
point.
Well,
Rob Schneider, 59.
I just wanted to test how close I could get actually thinking.
No,
what he was. I'm going
I
to
like
go
your
one
strategy.
over or one under him because he does the same
Either
thing
way,
with me.
if you would have went 61, you were 2 points over. 57 was 2 points under. So, I mean, you're right there. The heat-seeking missiles
no, I
are
got
going.
the point. I got the point.
That's all that counts, yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. Football's a game played in quarters.
Inches.
And
Football is a game of inches.
But you
they
told
say.
me you told me
That's
you told me
that's what
like
Belichick
a
says.
And I'm
season.
inching my way up to that one city.
You told me a season's played in quarters, and as long as you don't lose more than one game per quarter,
Yes.
you're pretty much good.
If you when
And then
we
you
did
throw it in the
16
well.
When we did
And we've
16,
lost 4 already. So, but anyway, next birthday for you guys. Okay,
Yeah, we better have some
Famous
big
director.
quarters.
directed one of my favorite movies.
second favorite movie.
And had a hand in producing the Xbox version of its video game. He did the King Kong movie that came out that had it starred God,
A lady from Superman, way before.
well, no, this is King.
Lois- Lois-
This was King Kong.
yeah, and
it-
she was Lois Lane
Yeah,
in a previous movie
James
before.
Cameron.
Jack Black was in this one. That the King Kong that Jack Black was in,
Oh, okay, that one. didn't
and
work.
the chick from I Heart Huckabees. I can't remember her name right now. And also the guy from The Jacket. What was his name?
And this is
The
a lady.
big nose dude.
Yeah, big nose dude, Italian dude. He was in. I guess he was in the.
So what? This is a lady.
This is a director, a guy. Anyway, he
Oh, a
directed.
guy.
I guess I should just say he directed
Brody
all of the
something.
Lord of the Rings.
Adam Brody.
Okay, there you
he
go.
directed
There you go.
all of the Lord of the
Which
Rings
happened
as well.
in probably 90s
And Lord of the Rings.
or
Peter
90s.
Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Or
Happy
2000s.
birthday goes out to Peter Jackson. I should have started with that, but I wanted to explain how he did direct that version of King Kong that's like 3.5 hours long.
Okay, when was the first version Paul tried to get me to watch? We moved in 2015, so it was in the 2000s, yes. It was in that 15-year period, so...
Okay.
And it would have been the later part. And he probably would have been 48 when he got that opportunity to direct that kind of movie.
Okay.
So... he had to have been...
Today he would be.
He'd have to be near...
I don't need near.
67 years old. Or no, 69.
60.
Sorry, where is it? Sorry, never mind. You say 69.
I am going to say he
70 something.
is 65.
No.
Dad says 69. Ryan says 65. Ryan is going to get it because he's actually 61 today, Peter Jackson. Happy birthday.
He probably got his.
He is not.
He must have
He was
been
probably
young when he
30.
did all that. Huh?
Yeah, he was probably
There
in his
it is.
30s when he did.
Because usually
Lord of
those
the
guys
Rings,
don't get those
or
chances
started
till
it.
their late 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's probably about 40s when he did Lord of the Rings and add 20 years. Okay. All right. Well, moving right along. This will be Ryan's turn once again. Some people know him by his real name, which is Rob Van Winkle.
Ooh, Vanilla Ice.
I've heard him.
Yeah. I mean, he had that big hit, Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby. Almost
Vanilla
sued by Queen, but he was able to say. I mean, I think he was sued eventually, but he was like, we added one extra note. But anyway,
I think
it's his birthday. Vanilla Ice.
Is
It
it my
is
turn?
Ryan's turn.
Man,
first.
I would say he's like 50 on the dot.
50 on the dot.
Let's see.
Yeah, what do you say?
That had to come out in the early 80s, mid 80s, 85. He'd had to have been 20, so
Ryan says 50.
25. When Ice Ice Baby came out?
No, how old
How
is
old
he?
is he? Let's see. 52.
Well, that'll get it because he went one over. It's 55.
All right.
Rob Van Winkle / Vanilla
Wow,
Ice is 55.
Jeez.
And what'd you say, Ryan?
50.
And you said 50, what, 1?
2.
52. So you were a little bit closer still.
Mm.
All right.
Very nice, Mike.
Trucking right along, guys.
I picked a spot.
The other day I was out wandering around and I ran into this celebrity and I was like, I need his autograph. And all I had
Randy
on me,
Jackson.
all I had on me was my samurai sword and a Sharpie, and so I had him sign my samurai
You're not
sword
not
because
gonna
you're
get
not
Randy
going to not
Jackson's
get Randy Jackson's autograph. Happy birthday goes out to Randy Jackson. Fucking skinny ass looking weirdo looking motherfucker looking like an alien.
Yeah,
with
he's
your big
lost
ass
a
butt.
lot of weight.
Shit, me.
Since American Got Talent? Oh, yeah.
American Idol, I think.
American Idol way back
Dad,
then.
this is on you, Randy Jackson. Keep in mind, he played bass for Journey for a stint, about a year or two, at least on an album as a session bassist, and then did play some live shows with Journey in the 80s. Obviously, we all know him from, that's going to be a no from me, dog.
Yeah,
Randy
that's just going to
Jackson,
be a
happy
no
birthday
dog.
to you.
73 years old.
Dad
73?
says 73 years old.
I'm going to go 75 years old.
God, both way over, but
I
Dad's
know.
going to get it. So he's 67, so Dad gets the
Man.
point. Randy,
Sorry,
but you're
Randy.
not going to not get Randy Jackson's autograph.
Looking
you're
good, Randy.
Looking good, Randy. All right, last and final birthday we have for you, and it will be Ryan's turn once again.
Dad is collecting some points.
All right,
Hunter-gatherer, I see.
Hunter gathering.
he's a hunter-gatherer.
Gathering
All right,
nuts for the winter.
next one we have up for you. He is the oldest, I think, of the brothers Murray. You've got Bill Murray, which we all know. This guy, he plays Noah in Wayne's World. He was in Caddyshack. He had the weird little hat on and the mustache.
Brian.
He's got the kind of gruff voice like this.
The boss.
I wonder where that.
Christmas
he's an older
Vacation.
one.
I wonder where that voice
He's an
comes
older-
from.
he's
I've
older.
heard that voice before.
Griswold,
Yeah.
just put it over there.
Griswold. Yeah. Kiss his ass. Kiss your own ass. Kiss.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yep, I know exactly.
But that is
who you're talking-
Brian Doyle Murray, the oldest brother of Bill Murray. Happy birthday goes out to you.
So it's Mike.
He's
I
still
go
kicking.
first.
This is Ryan. This is
No,
Ryan.
I think you went last.
Nope.
First last time.
Ryan
didn't
went first, and there's 5 questions.
Okay.
So
Let him
I'm
go
gonna
first.
say he's 82.
Ryan says 82. Dad, what do you think?
I'm thinking Bill Murray's 75, and how much older is Brian? Is he 6 years older or 7 years older? I'd say if they're Catholic, 5 years, no more than. I'd say he's
If they're-
80.
How old?
He said 82 and you said 80.
80.
Now,
80?
before I give you the results, I just want to get back to that comment.
Yeah, that
He
was
goes-
a very.
he goes, so if
that was
they're
an odd way of doing math.
He goes,
We
all
said
right.
we did it
But
backwards,
a true
right?
He
way
goes,
of
all
doing
right,
math.
Bill Murray's about
Catholic.
and if they're
5
Catholic,
years.
he says
75.
he
75.
says if the, he said,
Bill
you're-
Murray's about 75, I said.
Okay, and you're
And I don't know if that's
and he
true.
goes, and if they're Catholic, and that was the best fucking. That
Yep.
was Mike.
I think he's gonna
that
nail
might have
it.
been the. This is the tag for the show. But if they're Catholic, question mark.
They wouldn't
yeah.
wait
Add-
more than 5 years down.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong in that aspect. Dad said 80. Ryan said 82. Time to get to the math here. Dad's gonna get it. He is 77, actually.
2 years.
Yeah. We didn't say how much older.
Big
No,
family.
no,
Big
no.
family.
Bill might have been the second born. I think all the other brothers look a little bit younger than him.
Well, yeah, but I know we all know
So
what we're
Doyle
who we're
Murray
talking
is the
about.
older, yeah.
the old guy.
But yeah,
Yeah, he was in Caddyshack, and yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, that's birthdays
Well,
for
I
you
mean,
guys.
Happy birthday!
Deductive reasoning.
It's your birthday. Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There is no birthday party for you here.
None at all, guys. Welcome back. They Call Us the Breeze. Like I said, Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage, episode 66. Did you see how bad TMZ fucked up the other day?
Nope,
No.
I did not.
You did not. You didn't hear about this in the news or anything.
But a guy that sat at the bar looked exactly like the dude that always
that leans on the thing.
leans up. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what movie is
The,
it? Where
the,
hold
the
on.
owner, the lawyer.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the lawyer.
What's his name?
Have you
I
ever
forget.
you've watched
The
TMZ,
skit-
Dad,
yeah.
right? And there's always like the dude with like the white dude with the dreads. There's always a white
Yeah,
dude with
yeah.
dreads
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
black dude with dreads. To
Yep.
be fair,
Yep.
and then like a couple catty
The
girls.
lawyer
Yeah.
that started the show is always like
He's
he
like
takes-
hanging his elbows over a
A kid
cubicle.
that always has spiked
He works
hair.
out.
Hold
I
on,
guess,
yeah.
and
So he's
like,
trying. No, he's like, I'm the cool boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm just the cool boss. I'm just
I'm
gonna.
a lawyer.
I'm gonna
he's
drink
the
from this
asshole,
cup.
He's the asshole that when he sits down at your table when y'all are hanging out watching the football game and he comes like 20 minutes late and he specifically comes 20 minutes late
Yep.
to make a late entrance and he spins the chair around backwards before he sits
and just blocks
and then puts his
aisles.
elbows on the and
That's
just
him. That's him.
Yep, that's the guy. Yeah, exactly. What
We don't like you, man.
There's a movie
we
where
don't like you.
There's a movie where Will Arnett plays that guy, right? Kind of for a second, and he's like, "Oh,
Hot Rod?
no, it's not." Is it the fucking? Is it the pop star never stops stopping? Never stopping. With
I
Andy
think-
Samberg, the one where he's pretending. I think it's the movie where it's pop star. Never stopping, or some shit like that is what it's called. But it's a play. It's a farce. It's like Spinal Tap. It's a mockumentary about a Justin Bieber type character, and they flash to a TMZ cutaway, and Will Arnett is like playing that guy, and he's got his elbows, and he's like and laughing like ridiculously, and he's taking sips out of his little Yeti and letting the water just drool out of his fucking mouth while he's laughing, and they're
Nice.
all like laughing. Yeah, obviously making fun. Well, TMZ fucked up pretty big this past week when they announced that goodness gracious, great balls of fire, marry your fucking 12-year-old cousin Jerry Lee Lewis. They announced his death this week. So Jerry Lee Lewis died for about 2 hours this week until the entire internet. So this is what happened. TMZ posted about his death. A bunch of dumb news organizations that didn't bother to fact check this just
ran
went
with
with it. And the nation thought Jerry Lee Lewis had died. Well, half the nation, because I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, no,
But like a lot of people thought he was dead, and they had to literally come on the next day and be like, retraction. His publicist reached out to us. He's alive and well and living in Memphis, Tennessee.
And he's in Tootsie's Bar next door to the Grand
Memphis.
Ryman
So
Auditorium.
that's it's 3 hours away. I don't think he's getting over to Nashville too often,
Dude,
at his advanced age. But and he's like 79, I think, something like that. So I mean, he's up there. But
If whatever city I was in, and then they announced it, I would fuck with people so hard, like for the next 2 hours or 3 hours until they realize it's a hoax. Or
I'm glad you bring that up, because here's why I wanted.
I'll be like, I'm a ghost. I'm not paying
here's
for
why
that.
here's why I wanted to bring it up.
Oh yeah. That'd be fun.
Is there a way?
You can play this.
Is there? And this is why I brought. So I mean, can we kind of like fake our own deaths?
Oh, we
maybe?
absolutely
like.
could.
I mean, like first. Okay, so you fake your own death. I personally, if I'm gonna fake my own death, I'm gonna do like the classic movie scenario where it's a car that burns and there's a skeleton,
Damn,
and I gotta
that's
pull all my
favorite
teeth
jacket.
out. I just gotta pull all my teeth out, and then I
Keep
get
them
fake
as
teeth,
souvenirs, whatever.
throw the teeth in there with
No.
the body, so that they can identify the body. And that's classic textbook movie shit. That's the way I go. Now, where I go, I'm thinking like
Mexico.
Montana. Just
No,
fall off the grid.
You have to go away. You have to. Whoa, Mexico.
I've never really been, but my teeth are a go.
That's where I'm at. I'm for sure either there,
I
Key
am
West,
running from the law, you know.
or that.
I think it's time I go now.
Dad's percussioning over here.
He is percussioning me. Dad, stop percussioning me. It's 2022.
Yeah, I think
Stop percussioning me.
I would go south of the border.
You think South? No, in Mexico.
No, I'd go to Canada.
I mean, you can't
Fuck
drink
that.
the water down.
I'd
in
go to
Mexico,
Canada,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, the only thing about Mexico,
Honestly,
man,
like-
the cartels will kidnap you.
Well, and the fucking crime rate, and you can't even drink the water, but
We've
but
heard
like,
that for years.
Like Ryan said, I mean, I really think that's the move. Is
But also, my bank account will look a lot better in Mexico.
there is going to get a
you can buy more.
so
there will
if
be
you
a
can buy
point
it.
where everybody's going to start moving up from the country to Mexico, because that seems like the better option, and they're just going to be like, yep, nope. They're going to build a wall, and
How are they going to get through the wall?
Yeah.
Go back.
I don't know.
I'll probably just leave the door open accidentally or something when I was
Yeah,
on
so-
my
Hey,
going pole lock.
Here's the damn gate.
So that's how I mean, that's
There'd
my
be
deal.
a gate in Tijuana, I'm sure.
What about you, Ryan?
How would I fake my own death?
Yeah,
I would
how would you fake
probably damn.
I got the car fire one.
I just probably
Sorry to
tabloids.
put you on the
I would
spot.
probably
I
go
mean-
tabloids. I would leak it to a few different
Yeah, just get like a picture.
Areas.
Just have somebody come in and take a black and white out of focus picture of you passed out on a couch with your arm
and it looks like I'm dead or
laying
something
down,
like that.
on the ground,
Uh-huh.
and then just
And then
send it out to
tabloid
one
it out,
tabloid,
and then just slowly
like the
drip off.
like the Star.
Yeah, and then I'll burn my birth certificate. I'll burn my passport. I'll burn
Well, you don't
everything, all the identity.
Just you can just
I
put it on your
bite my
sock.
fingertips, so that's easy.
Well, yeah,
I can
you have
go
no-
ahead
yeah.
and change my identity.
Well, you don't burn your social security and your birth. Just hide that. I mean, you can.
Oh no, dude.
Do Dexter style. Just go up in your AC vent and just hide in a little plastic bag. Tape it to the inner wall of the vent.
Wally
Right
Headbanger.
there.
That's my new name.
Yep, Wally Headbanger. Exactly.
Somebody get me out of this bag. That's kind of what I felt like this morning.
Dad, you're gonna fake your own death. What are you gonna do, man?
Lock myself in the girls' bathroom.
Oh.
All right, just because of that, we're gonna
Dang, that
we're
was-
gonna get back to that. We're gonna tell that story really quickly because we do have Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire coming up. But to get him sharp and get his mind going, Mike, I'm gonna give you a hard 2 minutes when we come back. You think you can get us that story in 2 minutes? No dilly dallying.
Yep.
All
Can't
right,
do it.
all right. We'll be right back after this break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Ryan, what do you say?
I can't wait.
Dad, what do you say?
I can't wait.
2
either.
minutes, son. Get faster.
10
All right,
minutes.
we'll be right back, guys. Bye.
Get drunk! Yeah! We're talking. All right! That does sound good.
Hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Episode 66. Every 3 episodes, we'd like to get into a little thing we call Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. And he played, he's playing some scratchers nowadays that he's, retired, and he's trying to get that extra money wherever he can. And I think we're going to hook you up with $1 million, $1 billion tonight. What do you think, man?
Cool. Let's go, man.
All right, you think? And like we said, we're 2-minute drilling this show because we want to watch the fucking Bucks suck. Apparently,
no.
I know
we're gonna watch the Bucks win, and Succop's gonna.
I know that's a terrible thing for me to say, but let's get started anyway.
Oh, he meant to say we wanted to watch the Bucks
suck up.
Make a lot of field goals.
Number 3, baby.
Dog, check out my jersey,
man.
For those of you just tuning in,
he's the most valuable.
Our co-producer gifted me with.
He's probably scored more points than anybody on the team.
It's true.
I'm sure.
He's gonna have a big night tonight. Big night tonight, and you're gonna have a big night tonight too, Mike. Here we go, man. Let's do it.
Let's go. First question.
That's right. They're ready for you.
Let's go. Bring it on, man.
Every 3 episodes, we get into it. Mike, it's time to test your smarts. It's time to see how you're doing in your retirement. How's your brain age? It's time for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire.
Let's go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will have 10 questions we are going to read from Mike. He has 3 lifelines. And we're going to see if he can win the Bre'llionaire. That's right, everybody.
Studio audience, bring it up.
That is right. And you're probably, if you didn't listen to last Bre'llionaire, you're probably going, wait, what, 3 lifelines? I thought there was only 2 lifelines.
And then we switched, and we
switched it now. Now we have a phone a friend, and you're going to phone a friend of the Breeze. It could be Wally Burns, it could be Larry Loretti. You never know who it's going to be. But you also still have your first 2 former lifelines of the 50-50 and Ask Ryan. So he's always here, right here live in studio. But we can also call one of your friends if you need them as well. Yep. Mike, you understand the rules. Here it is, 10 questions. Each question is harder still. As you answer the questions, you win $100,000 each question. We're going to see if we can get you up to that $1 million status or that Bre'llionaire status, if I may. What do you guys say? You guys ready?
Oh, I cannot wait.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on.
First question we have up for you, Mike. Which restaurant chain was inspired by the movie Forrest Gump? Was it A, Red Lobster, B, Mr. and Mrs. Crab, C, Bubblegum Shrimp, or D, Shells?
You make up the answers on your own?
I write all these questions, but the computer picks which questions come in.
And you write the answers yourself.
Shells.
Because those are all local answers.
Yes, sir.
Which one was Bubba Gump?
That was C.
Okay, Bubba Gump.
You're going to go with C, Mike? He is going to get it, ladies and gentlemen, for the $100,000 question. He is going to get Bubba Gump Shrimp Corp.
And those were good. Those were good choices.
You ever been over there?
I've been to every one of those restaurants. Not Mr. and Mrs. Crab.
The Bubba Gump's down there at the John's Pass, right?
No, me and Teresa and Debbie and Ray did it in Biloxi.
There is one down at John's Pass, or there was. Yeah. But you did it.
I probably did with Bill before he died, way back when.
Right on. Yeah, they've been open enough, like 10, 15 years.
So.
I shit my pants at Shells.
Shell gas station.
I got locked in a girl's bathroom for 40
We're gonna get, and sorry we didn't get into that first, but we're gonna get into that last segment. So stay tuned.
Don't
after.
Feel pregnant.
Yeah. All right.
And don't be embarrassed.
Next question we have for you.
And they're asked, "How'd you get in?"
Good job. Here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Which of these birds can fly? Ostrich.
Not a jailbird.
Ostrich, flamingo, penguin, or emu? Which of these birds can fly? Ostrich, flamingo, penguin, or emu?
It ain't the first or last, that's for sure.
Ostrich and emu are out?
Yeah, in my opinion, they're pretty big. And they got small wings. They got big bodies. They're good basketball players, but they...
that is also true.
Penguins, can penguins fly?
When's the last
you
time
would think
you
a
seen
flamingo would fly over a penguin. I'll say a flamingo.
He's going to go with flamingo. Is he correct, ladies and gentlemen? He is correct, ladies and gentlemen. $200,000. Mike, do you want to take it or do you want to walk away and take the money, or do you want to keep going?
fly away.
I just can't see the little flamingo that walks, or the pelican walking back and forth like the little guy on Batman with the cigar hanging out of his...
I researched...
You remember that guy?
I do.
And he was from way back in the TV show and everything.
Burgess Meredith you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you.
Flying.
But
I can't get off the
I
ground.
always do a little bit of research.
Shit.
I always do a little bit of research when I write these questions, and I'm like, so then how come they don't fly away at Busch Gardens, the flamingos? Well, they clip a certain part of their wings that they need to actually take off and fly.
Yes.
So that they just kind of chill there.
Do you remember me having birds? No, I had to get rid of my birds before you were born, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. I had to clip the wings so they wouldn't fly. Because I would take them up the Indian Lake when we go up there, and I'd let
Let him sit on your shoulder.
Oh, you were a bird guy?
He was the bird guy.
one on either
all right,
shoulder.
all right, bird guy.
All right,
Next
bird
question
guy.
we have up for you. Here we go. Where did the Wright brothers take their first flight? Was it A, North Carolina, B, South Carolina, C, Ohio, or D, Virginia?
Let's see. Well, they was trying it down there about Wright-Patterson Air Force Base when that was just a field. But they couldn't seem to get enough airlift underneath the wings.
He's going right now.
So they decided to move it to the outer banks of the Carolinas because the current of the air coming off the Atlantic Ocean provided enough lift off the underneath the wings. So they took the Kitty Hawk down to North Carolina.
I was going to ask you for a bonus
D,
question.
Virginia.
So eight.
4!
I was going to ask you bonus question, Kitty Hawk, and you got that already. So you're going to go with North Carolina. Sounds like he knows what he's talking about, folks.
Yeah, I want a bucket.
Unfortunately,
He's going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. North Carolina is the correct answer, Mike. Way to go. 3 questions, no lifelines.
so I gave you that history on Wright-Patterson.
$300,000 in the bank. Let's go for $400,000. Here we go. Microsoft was founded in what year? Was it A, 1975, B, 1980, C, 1985, or D, 1990? 75, 80, 85, or 90?
$75 what?
75, 80, 85, 90. You have 3 lifelines if you're not sure.
80.
You have 3 lifelines if you're not sure. You can always use the lifelines.
I'll go with the lifeline.
Go with the
I'll go
lifeline.
with Ryan.
Gonna go with Ryan. Ryan, you're a tech geek. You know about Steve Jobs. You know probably about the Steve Jobs war between Bill Gates.
He probably founded it in the 70s, and then it just really sparked off in the 80s.
'Cause
So I'm going to say 75. 1975.
Ryan's
Hey.
gonna go with 75.
Okay.
Dad, you going with that?
Yep. Oh, yeah, they would have been in college.
That is correct. It is 1975.
Yeah, they would have been in college.
Yeah, Apple came out in 70s as well, so that was the big debate, like who came up with an operating system first, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right, well, good use of a lifeline.
I'm trying to put
not
my
too
mind to
bad.
PCs, but which is 80s.
I knew Ryan was going to know that shit. I mean, he's a Steve Jobs nerd and all that shit, and we all know those home computing systems started in the 70s. Okay, well,
And I think we had that question before, and I missed it. So,
moving right along, the $500,000 question
woof.
to get to the halfway point.
And I can quit after that, right? And take $500,000.
You can always quit.
That'll show up when the other checks do that Chuck gets and Joel gets.
Exactly. Now you're getting it, Mike. I'm proud of you, buddy. Okay, here we go. In which state will you find Mount Rushmore? Is it A, Montana, B, Washington, C, North Dakota, or D, South Dakota? Which state will you find Mount Rushmore?
North Dakota.
You're going to go North Dakota? Mm-hmm. Right off the bat? Mm-hmm. Final answer?
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What famous rock group, all males rock group, is all have died?
Mount Rushmore.
Very good. You win a beer. Send it to the back to your dad.
All right, he's going
And
north.
then give me a ding, 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 ding.
He's going North Dakota?
South Dakota.
Really?
South Dakota.
Fuck.
South Dakota.
Oh,
man.
he was so confident. He was so. What do you? Gift bag? What do we got for him?
I mean, he was very, very confident.
Oh, I was.
Maybe some number 2 pencils.
Okay, I'd go a little south. I know that one I won't miss that.
Hey, you know, you still put up a good fight, Mike.
Yeah.
You can't win them all. I'm kind of bummed because I had a lot of questions planned.
Yeah.
Well,
What
just
else?
for the fun of it, what's the last few? Me and Ryan will do
That
it.
was the 5th question, bro.
Well, we got 5 more. Just ask them. Let's see if me and Ryan know either one. That's what we should do.
Thought he had it, man.
Fine, I'll give you rapid fire questions. Ryan, don't look at the screen. You guys just shout out the answers. We're not going to take all the time. Here we go. Next question. 6th question. Which Super Bowl did the Chicago Bears win? Was it 16?
1985.
Which Super Bowl did the Chicago Bears win? Was it 16, 20, 26, or 32?
20.
20. Ryan gets it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, finger was on the hot button. Next one up for you. Who has not been a host on Family Feud? Has it Richard Dawson, Ryan Seacrest, Louis Anderson, or Steve Harvey?
Seacrest. Lock it in.
Seacrest has not been correct. Ryan, correct. Who shot and killed John Lennon in 1980? Was it John Wilkes Booth?
Binkley.
John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, Mark David Chapman, or Anthony Michael Hall?
Chapman.
Dad says Chapman. Gonna get that. Who has
Hinckley shot at
Who has
Reagan.
guest hosted the most on SNL? Martin Short, Alec Baldwin, Christopher Walken, or Michael Keaton? Martin Short, Alec Baldwin, Christopher Walken, or Michael Keaton?
I'm going to say Alec Baldwin.
Let's see. Wait a minute. And I just read this. Martin Short.
Very close. He did hold the record for a while, but Alec Baldwin beat him.
Alec
Really?
Baldwin.
That's right.
who'd you say?
Ryan got it correct. Ryan said Alec Baldwin. Last question. Which of these athletes did not play 2 pro sports? Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, or Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson only played
Magic.
basketball.
Correct. Magic only played basketball, whereas Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan both played
All
baseball.
played baseball.
And Deion, I think, did
Played
he play
foot-
baseball?
He played football and
Basketball, maybe?
He played baseball too.
did he?
Did
Did
he?
he?
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
remember him
Yeah,
playing.
He only
baseball.
played for like a year or 2, but he
I
had
remember
hit
Bo
really good
Jackson
home
and
runs.
Michael
So
Jackson.
all 3 of those were...
Michael Jackson.
So
Michael-
two football players turned baseball player, and one basketball player turned, or 2 basketball players and 1 football player, right? Bo Jackson
No.
played.
Bo Jackson was football.
Bo Jackson was football and baseball.
Oh, okay.
But he played football running back for Auburn, and he played.
So Bo and Deion were football to baseball. Michael was basketball to baseball.
Michael was basketball. The Chicago White Sox offered him an opportunity.
Speaking of Michael, I
and
saw
that didn't work out.
I saw a meme of Michael playing for like the Wizards or something, like whoever he ended up for
yeah.
last.
whoever their minor league team is.
And then Shaq playing for what, the Celtics maybe, or whoever he played for
He played
last.
for the Lakers,
And they put the
or-
meme. It was the pictures of both of them in their last team's jerseys, and it said Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers right now. And it was just them in their final days, and
Yeah.
they both had disgusted looks on their face.
Yeah, man. I mean,
But hopefully we're better than that. And guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 66.
Now, Bo Jackson had a career in both.
Oh, bro,
somewhat.
the best,
But
the
not,
best,
not the best baseball career, but
arguably
wasn't
one
bad.
of, arguably
Very
one of,
versatile.
arguably one of the best regular Nintendo Entertainment System games was
oh, right.
after RBI, which is the one we're all familiar with, the baseball game where the you're out.
You saved
Every
by
time.
a mile.
No.
No?
After that was Bo Jackson's baseball, yes, where the umpire would, or the ref or whoever would get in the coach's face and be like, he was safe by a mile. You're out. He was safe. You're out. And it was Bo Jackson. And it was way better than RBI baseball. It had way better mechanics. They were taller figures. They could run around. They could hit. They could, I mean, as good as you were going to get
he
for
can-
Nintendo.
Michael Jordan's career with the Chicago White Sox baseball team, franchise minor league, is about equivalent to Tim Tebow's New York Mets minor league baseball career.
Yeah.
All right.
Tim Tebow
About
even
the
maybe
same
better. maybe.
success.
You're going with that? You're sticking with that?
Oh, yeah.
That's the news for now? All right, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back with a little bit more show, and then we're going to go watch the football game. So don't go anywhere. Get your snacks started. Get your dinner prepared for the football game, whatever you need. We're going to take you through with this last segment just to get you right to kick off, so don't go anywhere. Dad, what do you say?
Let's go.
All right, right.
We need to
This
win.
is your
We need
official
to win.
NFL pregame show time.
That's right. That's right. Screw Fox.
And we
Let's
got
go,
Chris
Bucks.
Collinsworth over here, and he's going to do this, and Chris Collinsworth, and it's Chris Collinsworth.
The slide in.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Later.
Yeah! Tonight!
I'm dreaming tonight we'll win.
Damn it!
Yeah, that damn it is correct. We'll see if we win. We'll see if we win.
Damn it.
We'll
I hope
see.
that's
Yeah.
not
Never
coming.
mind, just leave! It don't matter.
No.
None of this matters.
Guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage, episode 66. You know, every once in a while, a story comes along that is just so riveting that you have to hear it 5 times in one day. And I've heard it 5 times today. And I feel like it's only fair that we give our listeners the opportunity to hear it for the 6th time today. Like we said, we're sitting here in the Tiger Cage. They Call Us the Breeze. Myself, my brother Ryan Brechek, by the way, and my father Mike Brechek. Many of you who listen to the show, lots of you, and thank you very much for doing so. We appreciate the patronage. And for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, so make sure you tell your friends. And of course, subscribe to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. But we all have heard the complex story and the evolving retirement of Dad, and how he has been working at that school and opening up the gates in the morning, and he goes there 3 hours before kids even get there, 2 hours before kids even get there. He's opening up all the car circle gates, he's unlocking doors, he's flipping on lights, he's unlocking
gatekeeper,
I mean, he's the guy with the skeleton key. He's the guy with the
gates.
skeleton key. And now that I've cut pretty much 40 minutes out of the beginning of your story, Mike, I'm just here today, as an interviewer. I just want to get to know, let's break down the walls. We could maybe a new
I would
segment,
love to break down
let's
the
just break down
the walls.
Something happened to you. What was it today? Was it today?
It
Earlier
was
today?
this
On
morning.
your
It
shift
was this
today?
morning on
Around
my
about,
shift.
probably about.
Yep,
So
10 minutes into my shift, I'd say.
About 10 minutes into your. So you get there about 7, right?
I get there about 5 to 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
5:55, something.
Yeah. And he gets out there and he does all the things. And they love him already. I mean, the guy's an instant classic.
Yep.
Let's be real.
Legend.
Perfect.
Legend.
We couldn't have asked for a perfect fit for Dad getting out of the workforce, but needing something to kind of occupy
Keep
some
himself
part of his
busy,
day.
I would say.
And I'm still hoping for you. Excuse me. You alluded to the fact that they were going to ask you to start mowing the football field a little bit.
Yep,
That'd
they
be cool.
hired somebody for
Okay. See, I was like, that could be like that cool Forrest Gump. I would mow those lawns for free.
that. I know.
But something happened to you today.
Yes.
A little bit out of the norm for your schedule, and we've been
Wouldn't you
teasing
say?
everybody with it
Yeah.
all day. And yet you were a prisoner in your own world for a minute. I
was.
first of all, I just, from the breeze to you, we just want to apologize for any hardships you might have faced
Any
today.
anxiety
And we want to
stress.
disclaim right here at the beginning, a little disclaimer. We're not celebrating the fact that this happened to him today.
Nope.
What happened, and we're just here to get the scoop. Mike, tell us a little bit about what happened today, man.
Well, I was just unlocking everything, and I go through the normal channels, and this lock and that lock, and this building and that building, and this office, and
That
and-
off.
and-
Doing your rounds, as you would call it, right?
Unlock. You got to unlock several bathrooms. For
Now,
the
this
girls.
already seems to me like Dick Van Dyke and Night at the
Oh,
Museum.
it was
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Night at the
right.
Museum. Like, are you going to toss some kids the keys someday and be like, hey, kid,
Yeah.
here's the route?
It's the
Pilgrim.
route, man. It's
Yeah.
the route. You take
So
the
I'm loving
route.
this already. So you've got your route.
So
you do your route.
So I'm like about a third of the way to it, and I'm unlocking one of the girls' bathrooms, and you go check it out, make sure they haven't destroyed the place from the day before.
Yeah, make sure
Yeah,
there's
no
no
graffiti,
graffiti,
cigs,
all that.
butts.
Yeah, you don't want any of that.
There's probably not even
know.
cigarettes anymore. They're just all
And,
vaping, huh?
Whatever. And
no empty vape cartridges
Yeah,
laying
yeah,
around.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's actually a custodian crew that comes in at night. I wouldn't sit in that chair.
So Louis,
Very inquisitive, that cat.
One of the cats here in the tiger cage just tried to get on Dad's aforementioned broken chair to sit.
Sorry about it.
Realized real quick, and
He'll go
if that leg,
one.
if that leg wasn't hanging on by like a tiny thread of plastic before, and it was, it's no longer. Now it's just complete. Louis, good job, bud.
Hey, there you go. Way to take it out.
Benny's at home
That's
watching
some heads
right
up
now.
tackling right
But
there,
anyway,
buddy.
so back to Mike.
That's a good hit, man. That's a good hit.
You knocked that thing over.
That's a John Lynch hit if I ever see one.
Proud
See,
dad
take
right
the legs
there.
out from
You're
under.
unlocking the girls' bathroom. You're about 3/4 of the way
so,
into your day,
yeah,
and
so-
you're unlocking the girls'
And I'm
bathroom.
on my way back out, when I unlock it, and then you push a button on the side of the door to permanently unlock it so they can use it
Right,
all
kind
day
of like
long.
you would use an Allen wrench on some doors, restaurant doors, for example.
Yeah, whatever, like a little keyhole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a push button in the side so it won't lock.
Yep.
And I go in and I check it like I have since August, and all of a sudden it's like, I can't get
So
the
this
fuck
is about
out.
7:10.
I cannot get the fuck out of here.
It's about 7:10 in the morning, and
No,
you
6:10.
6:10 in the morning. You have officially locked yourself in the
I
girls' bathroom, not even
did
the boys' bathroom.
The hardware system.
Now
of
this is
that
already
door lock
starting
locked
to
me
turn
in.
into, if I may, Dad. This is already starting to turn into
Castaway?
No, like when Frank gets caught at the playground and he's in the spiral and he's in his underwear. Like Dad's caught in the little girl's bathroom right now.
Yeah,
So
they're
high school
first one that even worse.
But-
first one to open that door and come barging in.
Well, they're not going to be here for another 2 hours.
So here he is trying to
But I got
echo.
a lot of unlocking to do. And
So
stuff.
you're assessing the situation
What
at this
you do
point.
have is
it's
a quiet
6:10
hallway.
It's 6:10 in the morning. God,
There are some teachers
some
that show up
faculty,
early.
the ones that choose to elect to,
Yes.
and they're out in the
time.
hallway, maybe out in the hallway, maybe walking, whatever. But for the most part, if you're there that early as a teacher, you're locked in. You're listening to your AirPods. You're working on your lesson plan for the day.
Absolutely.
You're not out wandering the halls and listening for Dad, who is here trapped in this girl's
Hey!
bathroom.
Help.
So I mean, how did you try to?
I just
did
wrapped.
you yell? Did you yell a lot?
Well, what I did basically was took the keys, and I have a big wad of keys for all the different doors, and I
Yeah,
just
you're the-
and
you're
there,
the-
there's
you're the
a
skeleton
at the
master.
top of the at the top of the door they have that little box with the arm that.
Yeah,
And I just kept rapping on that because I figured that'd make the brightest, loudest
and
noise.
up high.
And it's at the top of the door.
I'm just going with Dad's logic right now.
Yep.
He's MacGyver. He's in a bathroom. He's like, all right, I'm going to go for the fucking metal arm because that'll make a good sound, and it's up high. It'll travel
It
far.
makes perfect sense.
Now, how long are we in there before somebody and how are we rescued? How did anybody?
A teacher actually toward the end, and then
This is
about
all true story, by the way, ladies and
halfway
gentlemen.
through the 40 minutes that I was actually
40.
locked
So
in.
you were in there from 6:10 to 6:50.
Yes,
he was late
Until
for class.
somebody
You were late
just-
for class.
and I was like, and then I decided to go. Something kind of paused, but not something that and then
Sound like a drip?
and then. No, it just sounded
No,
like...
what I mean is
Well,
like you
because I'm
didn't
hitting
want a
a
noise
wall.
to sound like
What?
I
automated.
didn't want a solid...
Now let's go backwards into the story. You
So
skipped
I was
it.
trying to...
You skipped a very important part about the tapping. You told us earlier in the story that somebody apparently from the teacher's lounge, somebody was fucking with you, and they started playing, "Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling," and you just heard
They
that
did.
flooding through the vent
it
while you were
was.
sitting in the back. It was kind of that's just cruel and
It
unusual.
is.
So somebody knew you were locked in there, but eventually,
I don't know who that was. I
some
found out
teacher
yet.
they said they heard. So you told me that you were banging. They heard irregular banging, which is smart. He's like, I didn't want to keep
heard-
it. He's like, I didn't want to keep it
I shut
consistent.
the lights off, which also shuts the air system, air conditioner thing.
I'm gonna smoke
so
him out.
it would be quiet. No, it'd be quiet.
John McCain up here.
'Cause
He starts
as
crawling
soon as
through
you
the
walk
vents.
in there, the light comes on and the air conditioning system
Wife beater and all.
comes on. So you got air and there's noise. And I shut it off and I was listening. I put my ear to the door and I was like, I think I hear high heels. And this is about 10 to 8, 10 to 7, I mean. And I, and I'm
Boy,
like-
how time flew for you.
and then I start tapping. I go, help. And then apparently, a teacher that was going upstairs that was
Wait,
in
did you mean to sound like a girl?
Yeah, were you trying to?
I was like, no, help through the crack of the door. And
you're like, I don't want to alarm anybody by making them think there's a grown ass man locked in here.
Hello,
Help!
Hey, can you help me out of here?
They're like, I'm calling 911.
I'm calling 911.
Yeah, well, you trapped them.
So
Why you people lock me up?
Lessons learned. What are we going to do next time to prevent this?
I am not going on that campus with.
I'm going to get you your
when
own.
When I get out of my truck, I will have my phone in my pocket.
Oh, yeah,
thank you.
There you
We've
go.
been trying to tell you this phone thing for fucking 15, 20
Who
years.
knew it would take Dad getting trapped in a goddamn girl's bathroom for him to start carrying a cell phone?
I'm just going to get you a doorstop that said,
when
Mike's
I unlock
gang
it
or
tomorrow,
something
I'm
on
putting
it.
a trash can in between.
Mr. Mike, it's just going to say in cool letters on a rubber doorstop, and you can make sure you put that underneath the door of any room you go into. We don't want this this is like a step away from life alert. Help! I've fallen. I can't get up. Help! I locked myself in
another room.
I knew I'd be found sooner or later.
Found out sooner. Well, you were found out right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. I knew John or Ross or Tony would come by. I was like, well, especially John.
And when you got out,
he at?
When you got out of the bathroom,
he would trace the steps that I do to open everything because he'd say, "There's stuff that ain't open yet. Where in the hell is he at?"
Where's Mike?
Yeah,
he is trapped in the goddamn girls' bathroom.
I think we have
300 wing.
And when you got out of the bathroom because it felt like so long, did you see flying cars?
Well, again,
I did not.
How about this?
How was the metaverse?
I saw Katie Levin on the other side of the door, and that made me happy.
Again, what about this? Again, the movie we were talking about on a previous show where Dad is like, it's like a Die Hard scenario where some terrorists come to take over the school. They have no interest in shooting up the school. Has nothing. The movie has nothing to do with shooting up the school.
No,
they're just trying to take the school over.
Starting with the janitors
to steal all the cash that the school might have.
Sure, yeah,
they're
pushing their money.
It's just your classic element or high school bank heist.
Start early in the morning
after a fall carnival.
Start early in the morning with the low-level employees that got keys.
But we said in the previous episode when we were mentioning this type of movie, like it's like a vigilante movie, like The Punisher or something, where Dad's like, coming this summer. We said this where you're like, Mike. This is one of those. This is one of those key pivotal moments that we can write in there before. We can write into that movie where the this is that like intense chest feeling. 15 minutes of the movie, 10 minutes, I don't know. Usually, how long do you think the average bomb sequence actually lasts on screen?
45 seconds.
I mean, with all the shit they go through, maybe if they're like doing it speed style and it's lasting a little while and they're like doing some back and forth scene locations, maybe about 10 minutes tops. Or no, probably about 5 minutes. They can make that into about
a whole explosion.
So there's a whole 5-minute part now in your movie, Dad.
Dude, and $2 million.
Where you're stuck in there and it's because of terrorists. And the terrorists lock you in the bathroom and then you just get up in those vents and you just start help, and you're doing like a little girl's voice to throw them off.
Mm-hmm. Now we're on to something, and then you act like one of the cooks too.
Well, I'm gonna actually just let me.
It's a different.
I'm gonna open up my
different wing.
I have one of those
different building.
One of those FCAT storyboard graphs right here where I've been writing this movie slowly. So I'm just gonna interject this.
Yeah, put that in the bubble.
Yeah,
submit that.
Glad I had a
put it to the web.
I had my
on the internet
drill.
Your scoreless drill.
Cordless drill.
We're not talking about Brady yet, dude.
Oh, that was
scoreless
good.
Drill. Scoreless.
Oh, he's just trying to pump up Succop. He's sucking up the Succop.
I'm sucking up to Succop. We're gonna see how that game goes. Actually, we're gonna get the hell out of here, guys,
because
it's about
game,
it's time to go watch the game. We hope you guys have had as much fun as we've had out here in Listener Land or in Tiger Cage Land. You're in Listener Land. We're in Tiger. We hear you there, Tiger Cage. Yeah, you get the picture. Guys, thank you so much for listening in. Don't go anywhere next week. We have a big show for you.
See you next week.
We're going to have a couple friends coming on the show, so definitely make sure you tune in for that. And Ryan, what do you say?
It was a pleasure. Have a good night.
Let's
Drive
go
safe.
Buccaneers. It's about time you guys win one.
Let's win
try
one.
to get to 500.
Please. All right, Ravens. Well, let's eat some crow tonight, guys. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, good night, everybody. We'll see you. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.